Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode we did some shenanigans and, well, by shenanigans I mean we got the freaking awesome Big Goron sword. And in this episode I want to do a little bit more collecting and then make my way to the water temple. Now, I kind of do want to go back and get some fairies because I didn't get them, but as you can see here, you can't go back through there. But you know what? I was able to do before with no fairies. I can do it again with no fairies. So, after my nefarious little speech there, here we are going to go ahead and go and get a heart piece. Now, you can either ride that plant or play the Scarecrow song and Pierre will pop up right here. I really don't see a point because I planted that before, but that's one of the ow. Oh, I hate those things. Yeah. But yeah, some of the enemies in this game can be pretty annoying and oh, come on. Where's that plant? Okay, you know, it'd be easier just to do this. No, left, right. I knew that sounded off, but I guess it just didn't snap. Alright, I just hook shot right up to Pierre, and the plant's back. Huzzah. Well, at least he's there for a shortcut, just in case, and oh, not today, bird! Alright, so now let's go up and finally get that stupid heart piece. I think this will give us about halfway to the next container. Let's see. Heart piece, heal me, yes. And let's see. Yeah, halfway. Now there is actually a Skulltula inside this here house. And if you remember properly, instead of remembering improperly, this is the house where we got the eye drops from that creepy guy. And there is a Skulltula right here, so... Wait. No, there isn't. That's a lamp. That happened to me before, too. I thought that lamp was a Skulltula. No, we actually need to go down. I'm just gonna go ahead and dive down here, and then just put on my iron boots when I hit 0, because that's how I roll. Iron boots. And now we can go down here. That's pretty interesting down here. You got some money, which I don't really need, and you got a freaking shark. And by the looks of it, it's either extremely paralyzed or frozen. I think this is a frozen shark. It's very pixely, but I think it's frozen. So yeah. Anyways, here we are not going to climb on top of that, but we are going to destroy it. And now to break out the hook shot, because the hook shot is actually the only item that you can use underwater. Yeah, it's a little weird. But you'll find that the hook shot is really all you need when you're underwater. Go ahead and put back on my Kokori boots. And yeah, this can be kind of a pet peeve for people, because especially in the upcoming temple, the water temple, you're going to need to be putting on and taking off your boots a lot, and it gets pretty annoying. And the water temple has some pretty difficult puzzles in the first place, so on top of that, adding a little bit more annoyance is not really fun, because after running through the water temple again, I am reminded why people hate it. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's definitely not my favorite temple. Because first of all, the layout of the place is pretty confusing. There's some jerkish enemy placement. The whole thing with the boots can be pretty annoying, and the puzzles can be pretty hard as well. So, forgive me if while in the temple itself I pause a few times to try and remember what to do at that particular point. Anyways, instead of cutting it out, I am going to ride all the way over to get this heart piece. That is in the upper left of the Hyrule field here. So, yeah, you're going to need to come up here, and then there will be a tree that we are going to need to bomb. And you actually can't get this heart piece before, because it does require the iron boots. I don't think the Zora tunic is really necessary. The Zora tunic is only really necessary if you're going to be spending extended periods of time underwater. But for this, we only really need to be spending a few seconds. So, you don't really need the Zora tunic, but then again, you might as well have it, because the tunic, you know, you get it like directly after the boots. So, no harm, no foul. But if you're coming at this later and you just don't feel like switching your tunic while you're switching your boots, even though it's easy, it's right up here, you can just go at this with the Kokori tunic and you should still be fine. Anyways, here is a heart piece. We only need one more and we'll have ourselves 15 hearts. But unfortunately, we're not going to be getting any more heart pieces until we until we finish the temple. So now that we have all of the Skulltulas and all of these, let's go back to the water temple. I love the serenade of water. It is a serenade. It is serenading. But I don't know. A lot of the songs in this game, the Ocarina songs, are really good, and I really do like them. Another great thing about this game, the music. One of the bad things about this game, Water Temple. Well, I wouldn't say the Water Temple is bad. It definitely could use some tweaking, which has been done in remakes, such as the Ocarina of Time 3D, which is this game, but actually it looks a lot better and it plays better too a bit. Alright, so anyway, since the only thing we can use underwater is the hookshot, let's go ahead and hit this jewel with the hookshot, thus opening the water temple. And you can't really get here without the iron boots, and you're not going to last too long without the Zora tunic either, so it might be a good idea to pick that up. I don't really think it's absolutely necessary to even have the Zora tunic, but it's blue, so blue is nice. Blue's not my favorite color, green is, but I don't have a problem with blue. Anyways, here we are in the water temple. And I don't really feel like swimming, so I'm just going to hook shot over there. Duh! Was not trying to do that. Okay. So yeah, take out a few of these Tektites, which can be really annoying, because sometimes when you're swimming up here, you'll try climbing up here, Tektite will knock you right back down. Anyways, if you're playing along, you're going to want to pay very close attention, because this place can be extremely confusing. First of all, we are going to be coming one rotation to the right. That is where we came out of, so we're coming over here to the east room. This whole place has 3 different levels and 4 different directions. We are technically on level 3 east right now, and I'm going to get this block and pull it back, which we'll come back to this like a lot later, but trust me, we need to do this like right now. But yeah, level 1 is the lowest level, level 2 is the medium level, and level 3 is the highest level. This is, I don't know, I find this easier than, well, maybe I should just say low, medium, high. I don't know, I might switch between levels 1, 2, and 3 and low, medium, and high. Oh yeah, I forgot the hookshot only stuns these guys. Oh well, at least I'm sure a stun will be good enough to make it across. Actually, you know what? I think we need to just go back down to level 1, so we don't really even need to deal with that Tektite there. Yeah, and the whole boots thing can be pretty annoying. And now also, before you get the... Oh yeah, I forgot. I can only use a hook shot. By the way, these guys are spikes. Aim for it when it retracts. When it retracts, it spikes. You're gonna want to use your shield to defend against them. You still can use your shield underwater, so that's good. Okay, I believe this is the west room. If not, I'll do some backtracking. because before you get the dungeon map, holy cheese, it's Rudo. Oh, this is going to be awkward. I promised to marry you 7 years ago and I haven't called. Oh, you. If I'm right, Link? Yeah. Hi, Rudo. Sorry I haven't called you in 7 years. You're Link, aren't you? That's me. It's me, your fiancé, Rudo, Princess of the Zoras. Yeah, my fiancé. You know, that was kind of forced on me. I never really agreed to this. I never forgot the vows we made to each other 7 years ago. Vows we made to each other? You mean the vow you made to me and then I didn't do anything back? I just kind of took the thing because it kind of was necessary to save the world. Even though it turns out I kind of screwed up the world by doing that. Anyways, that's kind of part of the reason why I haven't seen you in 7 years. I didn't know this was going to happen. I can explain it later. We kind of have a temple to do, though. You're a terrible man to have kept me waiting these 7 long years. I can explain. It's Ganondorf's fault. He's the Lord of Evil, you know. But now is not the time to talk about love. I agree. We need to talk in the here and now and solve this temple and beat the monster and stuff. I am sure you've already seen it. Zora's domain totally frozen. Yeah, I've seen it alright. It is extremely cold in there, and Sheik did tell me that he freed you, which does explain why you're here. A young man named Sheik saved me from under the ice. But my father and the other Zoras have not yet. Well, I freed your father. He gave me this snazzy new tunic. As for the rest of the Zoras, that is a work in progress. I want to save them all. I want to save Zora's domain. You have to help me. This is a quest for me, the woman who is going to be your wife. Okay, I was going to do this anyway, so it works out for everybody. Link, you have to help me destroy this evil monster in the temple, okay? Yes, I will do that. Inside the water temple, there are 3 places where you can change the water level. Interesting. I'll lead the way. Follow me quickly. Okay, so Rudo doesn't really seem that mad at me. Considering how bitchy she was when we were kids for pretty much nothing, either she's matured or she just come to the realization that I am a giant douche and does not really care about me anymore. Or she's just so concerned, hey, abominable wall. Nah, I guess I'll get to that later. Or she just came to the realization that I'm a douche, or she's so concerned about her people that there are more important things. Alright, so there are some more spikes here, but luckily since we're on land, they're a lot easier to deal with, especially if you have the Bigoron sword. Oh yeah, defending with a Bigoron sword doesn't work all that well. I'm pretty sure the Bigoron sword is like no defense, so that's like kind of a drawback to it. I mean, sure you can do this blocking motion, but I don't think it even really does anything. Anyways, let's open this up, and I believe this is the dungeon map, which is vital for figuring out what the hell is going on in this dungeon. Without the compass, it is still kind of hard to figure out, but at least we have something now. Alright, so we will deal with this little Triforce on the wall in the next episodes. This is me, Thrasho2, saying be cool, save often, and don't do anything I wouldn't.